Folks, let's have a conversation about Wolters Kluwer ATX tax software. This is kind of important because for the last 11 months, we have investigated 82 professional tax preparation and research tools, culminating in the review of hundreds of features, pricing tiers, databases, and customer support models. Whenever we needed clarifications or answers to specific thematics, we reached out to Wolters Kluwer representatives. And this Wolters Kluwer ATX software review is a part of a series that is a direct byproduct of our months-long initiative. So we have rated these software tools on 6 quintessential criteria. We have accuracy, timely updates, value for cost, ease of use, customer support, and availability of forms. Enjoy. Here is today's agenda. You can see on the screen here. So I'll give you an overview about the software. We'll talk about ergonomics, convenience, productivity, support, growth, and pricing. So when you think about ATX tax preparation software, I want you to think about a software tool that allows you to file advanced returns fast with the easiest to use, most complete professional tax software for CPAs and small practices. Very important. Okay, so you have a complete e-filing experience. You have easy navigation. We love that. We love the interface. Wonderful. It's a very easy to use forms-based interface and supported by the industry's largest library. So ATX is ideal for individual preparers and small firms alike. Very important. This is the kind of software that was designed to get you and your support staff up and running as quickly as possible. So think about ATX as a great software tool for single member practices, oligo member practices, multi-member practices, and small practices. You have a user-friendly design. You have features that help you quickly process and e-file returns with minimal errors. This is really good. You have a huge library of over 6,000 to 7,000 tax compliance forms, and you have additional integrations that help you easily import tax information, share files with clients, and more. And we also looked at several criteria when judging this software tool. We analyze the quality of technical support. We paid attention to how they handle retroactive tax law changes, how they handle updates during tax season, especially if you are asking for guidance on multiple changes. This is important. And one thing I want to say here is that overall, this ATX tax software review will go into the details in terms of ergonomics, user friendliness, also user experience. This is very important for us. How easy is the software to use? Before I get into the actual nitty-gritty, please check out this short video. It walks you through our rigorous method when it comes to analyzing, reviewing, and categorizing software tools on this show. So let's talk about ergonomics, folks. Here we are focusing on user friendliness. And when you think about ATX, I want you to think about easy to use software. You have robust diagnostics, very user friendly. You can identify e-filing errors, omissions, overridden entries, and more with Check Return Track. This is a great tool. So the refund of balance due with every entry, you can check that with the refund meter. You can navigate between forms easily using page, worksheets, and form tabs. This is really, really good. You have a large library of over 6,000 forms, 6,000 to 7,000 forms. And this is kind of cool because imagine if you have a large clientele and you have to juggle between federal, state, and local returns, this is really good to have this sort of large library. And so when we talk about 6,000 forms, we are speaking about everything from 1040 to 1120 to 1120S, 1065, and 1041, as well as the corresponding schedules. Okay, you can take care of specialty and informational returns, including 706, 709, 990, and 5500. You have forms for both federal and state sales and use tax also available. You have comprehensive research at your fingertips. So when we talk about ergonomics in terms of ATX, you are speaking about the ability to quickly access IRS form instructions and schedules. And what we have seen is that Wolters Kluwer ATX, the team there, they have made it very simple for you to navigate even within the instructions, the IRS form instructions. Everybody knows how convoluted this form instructions can be, right? They run for tens of pages. You have to read the whole thing to understand. But Wolters Kluwer ATX has done it very well for you. They have summarized the instructions. They have highlighted the important elements that you need to pay attention to as you are doing your research or as you're trying to clarify a specific item. This is really good. You do have inline help options that ensure that answers are only a click away. And most ATX packages include research resources from the award-winning CCH Answer Connect and the U.S. Master Tax Guide. So those are additional Wolters Kluwer tax resources that you can access if you buy this ATX software tool. I want to talk to you about convenience, folks. When I speak about convenience, we are speaking about user experience. And we love the fact that this software, the ATX, is satisfactory in the experience of using the software as a whole, okay? You can make electronic tax preparation a lot faster and simpler by using the tool. The tool also helps you determine the correct tax form and how to do them correctly. I spoke to you earlier about what they call inline help. This is really good. Inline help is really good. And so you have access to individual returns. We're speaking about federal individual, unlimited state individual, and 3 states. That's if you choose the individual returns. You have business returns. You have paper return for business, federal business, state business. The e-filing, you have up to 75 free e-files. You have unlimited e-filing for individual and businesses. And you also need to understand that when you are thinking about ATX, you're also thinking about tax and compliance. Okay, this is not just about filing returns. This is the technical aspect of things, but there's also a legal and regulatory context within which you are working as a practitioner. So when we speak about user experience, we pay attention to that aspect of things also. So when we think about tax and compliance, you're able to use this software tool, this Wolters Kluwer ATX, to do things like e-signature, payroll compliance reporting, sales and use forms, advanced calculation and compliance, enhanced asset management. Okay, so those are modules, interfaces, and the features that will help you actually make your tax practice a lot better. You also have a lot of information in regards to research, so you can actually connect to the CCH Answer Connect Primary Sources package, or the CCH Answer Connect Prime package, or the CCH Answer Connect Expert package. It really depends on the kind of tier you have signed up for. You also have, in terms of user experience, you can actually reach out to they have a service called the Support and Knowledge Team, and you have concierge care. You have conversion services, especially if you are trying to move from one software provider to another. Let us talk about productivity, folks. Here we focus on workflow gains. I want to talk to you about how ATX helps you gain productivity, helps your team actually work faster, work more easily, make more money. First of all, the Wolters Kluwer ATX tax software is fantastic at advanced calculations and compliance. So you can use the tool to simplify your approach to complicated tax scenarios by automating and optimizing the preparation process. So really, gone are the days where you have to have an expert on board, or you got to call someone simply because you had a question about oil and gas depletion, for example, or deferred tax assets and liabilities. No, nowadays with this software, you're able to actually simplify the whole approach. With ATX advanced calculations, you will get faster results while improving efficiency. And whenever we improve efficiency in the practice, we are seeing productivity gains. At least that's what we have seen in our own practice, but also this is what we have seen in our research. You have a set of complex automated calculations, including credit for taxes paid to other states, education credit and expense optimization, including taxable portion of 1099-Q, and tax automation for PA local earned income tax. Also include 1040 prior year comparison feature for Schedule C, E, and F. So you have 3 schedules here. You also have enhanced asset management. So we love the fact that you can expand the asset management capabilities of ATX by adding additional functions for reporting depreciation and tracking results. Okay, so those are really important. And this gives you greater insight into how to improve your client's assets. And you also have another feature that we love that's very handy in terms of productivity gains with the Wolters Kluwer ATX. That is the return retrieval feature. So this allows you to restore returns quickly and easily within a few minutes. You're able to avoid the heartache of lost or damaged client files by having a secure backup. This is really important. So you can quickly download your current and 2 prior year returns when you purchase return retrieval. This is an add-on product, but it really does help when it comes to productivity. And you're able to also understand that at the end of the day, when you have Wolters Kluwer ATX, you have a constellation of products and services and features and modules that help you move your practice to the next level. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about Wolters Kluwer ATX, and I'm giving you an in-depth review of this tool. And when we talk about support, we are focusing on client support. So you have a lot of conduits through which you can get support from ATX, Wolters Kluwer tax software. For help with passwords and 2-step verification, you want to visit. They have a dedicated password center. If you are just looking to find answers, you can view the ATX Learning Portal. You can view the Payroll Compliance Learning Portal. You can visit the ATX blog. This is really good. And you can research tax-related topics. So they have a vast FAQ database where you can just go and just dig and find the answers you're looking for. You can also log into your own account and look into your dashboard. So you can actually see all the answers, or you can enroll, for example, in bank products. If you have questions about bank products, you can enroll from there. You can renew your tax software depending upon the sort of tier that you have bought. You also can contact the support center. You can chat with a CCH expert. You can open a support case. You can contact a sales representative, and you can also click for support hours. Now, one thing I want to say here is that we love the fact that ATX has a plethora of resources also for beginners. So they have a guide called Getting Started with ATX. You have a blog for beginners. You have user guides. You have conversions guide. You have a systems requirements guide, and you have a lot of guides that you can read or have someone on your team read. Okay. And another thing I want to say here is that please remember that there is a delay. There might be a delay during tax season if you're trying to reach them, if you're trying to call them. If they don't get back to you quickly within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, this is because they are busy. They tend to be, I would say, less busy around June, from June through September, but from November all the way to April or even May, they are very busy. just food for thought. If you have to contact them, just be patient. They will get back to you. Whatever your problem is, someone will contact you or they will pick up the phone right then and there. Let's talk about growth. Folks, we are still having a conversation here about Wolters Kluwer ATX, and I want to talk to you about how you can use the software tool to grow your business, to grow your practice. And obviously, when we speak about growing the practice, we are speaking about sustainability. We're not speaking about seasonality and cyclicality. We're not speaking about stability, right? We are speaking about the highest tier of growth, which is sustainability. In other words, you are trying to have your practice here 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and bigger and bigger and bigger. So you have resources for small tax and accounting firms. This is a service. This is a platform where you can just read. This is a platform by Wolters Kluwer. This is sort of like a magazine, if you will, where they have the latest updates. They have proven tips. They have best practices that help you move to the next level. And they also have professional and client services. So you are getting the most of your investment with comprehensive software and research training from the Wolters Kluwer team. Okay, so this could be also great, especially if you're trying to tackle more complicated returns. It might be good to have a trainer come and just explain things. Okay, I've already said before, you can actually access bank products with this service. You can also have other add-on services. Okay, this is really important, and you could also use the tool to analyze current revenue trends. And you can see this in your dashboard. You can see how much you made this year, this tax season, versus the last tax season, versus the prior year. You can see all this in your dashboard. Very important. And also, Wolters Kluwer ATX helps you market yourself. We've said this on this show and on other shows. It's important as a practitioner, and I don't care what size your practice is, you need to market yourself. You need to dabble into content marketing. You need to think about things like direct marketing. You need to think about asking your existing clients for referrals. Okay, it's not just about filing returns. You really want to think about sustainability. And if you want to have a sustainable business, you got to take care of the other marketing aspects of things that will make your business still be here 5 years from now or 10 years from now. Very important. Try to connect with your peers. You want to network. You want to connect with folks on social media. Okay, those things will help you. Let's talk about pricing, folks. So when we talk about ATX Wolters Kluwer, I want you to see right now on the screen, here is the pricing that you're going to have. And you have several versions of the product. So you have the ATX 1040. You have the ATX TM Max. You have the ATX Total Tax Office and the ATX Advantage. So you can see that each product has its own, if you will, pros and cons. For the ATX 1040, the package price is $839, but it's kind of limited. For the ATX Max is $1929. For the ATX Total Tax Office is $2879. And so you have all this, you can see it. This is this first screenshot. The second screenshot, you can see that the limits that you have per product in terms of e-filing. Okay. The third screenshot, you can see here in terms of research, what you have with each package, what you have also in terms of support and knowledge. You can see, for instance, that you don't have concierge care and conversion services in any of the ATX products except the ATX Advantage. That's the one that costs a lot of money, $4,699. And I want to show you the last screenshots here. If you're interested in buying just the ATX 1040 package, the basic one, that will cost you about $914, okay? Because they do have a processing fee in addition to the price. And I also want to show you that there are add-ons that you can buy if you're trying to bring your business to the next level. And on the screen here, you can see the advanced calculations and compliance.
that will cost you $549 extra. The enhanced asset management, $350, and the return retrieval, $155. So you have to make a decision whether or not you need these services, whether you need these add-ons, and whether or not your clients will benefit from you buying these add-ons. Okay, because you just don't want to buy them just because you think it makes sense. No, you have to. This has to be a business decision. Very important. Okay, folks. So after analyzing the software and in and out, we have seen that we believe that Wolters Kluwer ATX 2022 actually is for single member practices, oligo member practices, multi-member practices, and small practices. And our score, 9.5 over 10. And Wolters Kluwer ranked number 1 in our top 10 tax preparer software tools. You can go actually watch that video after this one if you're interested. And Wolters Kluwer has received from us the highest availability, the highest rating for availability of forms. Thank you so much for your attention. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.